What is up, YouTube? Here I am again. It's the Elite Ace. You already know what it is. We live action. Look, we've all heard about, well, if you haven't heard, Ninja Gaiden 3 has been getting a little bit of bad, scores and all this gibberish about it. Some say mixed reviews, but as you've seen, I have Ninja Gaiden 3. I did my unboxing of the limited edition. So in my video, I mentioned about the review IGN gave it. A 3 out of 10. A 3. So I read the review and I watched the video review. It was done by some guy named Mitch Dyer. Now I'm gonna tell you how real quick mini story. I'm gonna tell you how small this world is, how crazy things are. The other day I was on YouTube looking at the other unboxings of Ninja Gaiden 3. Because I like to see the other unboxings that people did of the same game I have. Because everyone does it their own way, some does it similar, whatever. And I came across this one Ninja Gaiden 3 video unboxing where it had over 37,000 views. Now when I see a video of an unboxing that does the same game I did and has more reviews, I don't get mad at all or jealous or tripped out. I'm like, okay, that's cool, congrats, let me check, let me add to your view count, if I like, I'm subscribed, leave my comments, whatnot. But this guy, he did a 3-in-1. This was something I thought about doing. I thought about doing a 2-in-1, doing the Operation Raccoon City along with the Ninja Gaiden 3 limited edition, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna split them. But anyway, he did a 3-in-1. He did Operation Raccoon City, Ninja Gaiden 3, and a Silent Hill HD collection. Now, the video was good, I commented, liked it, all that. So, this is the tripped out part. When he got to the segment of when it came time to unbox Ninja Gaiden 3, he talked about the score IGN gave it. And come to find out, him and this guy, Mitch Dyer, they exchanged a few words on Twitter in the past. And from the way this guy tells it, this Mitch Dyer guy, he's just a straight up bitch, And I'm gonna put the description in the link below, so after this video you can go check out this video. You can hear the whole story from him. But it was proof positive about this guy, Mitch Dyer. He's a freelance reviewer. He's a reviewer for hire. Like what? So I'm really looking at IGN like, what? You can't review this shit on your own? You have to get this Mitch Dyer bitch to do it? Who just oh God, just blatantly is just beyond ignorant. I was on GameFAQs. Someone put up a link to an interview to that guy because people wanted to know why did he really give it such a low score. Like why? So this is the thing. I watched that and yeah, it also confirmed that he was just really all messed up out of the loop. So enough about that. If you want more after this video, check that link out in the description below. But back to me. I've received a whole bunch of inbox messages and comments saying, give my thoughts, upload gameplay videos, what do you think? But when I found out this guy was a freelance reviewer, not to sound like I'm the shiznit or high and mighty, but I'm like, is this even worth my time? Originally, yes, I was gonna do a a video about my thoughts on this and everything, and give my own kind of review. I know I'm not a professional reviewer, I'm not even a freelance reviewer, but I should call this segment, keep it real reviews or real reviews, whatever you want to call it. But I'm thinking, man, is this guy even worth my time? So I even add him in this segment, but unfortunately, yeah, I will for a brief moment. Okay. Now, this guy, Mitch Dyer, if we scroll down where he gives Ninja Gaiden 3 the overall ratings, let's see. Presentation 5.0. The camera hurts the stylish and overall over-the-top action. Now this is the thing. The camera, it's better to me. Is the camera perfect? No. But it's better. See, this is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to give my counter thoughts to what he thought, and then I'm gonna give my overall thought of what I think of the game. So I'm gonna, you know, fuck what he talking about. I'm about to do this real quick. So camera is not perfect, but it's way better than part 2. 4.0 for graphics. It says Ryu looks fine, but the women look like real dolls, and everything else is like low res sewage. That's just fucking ignorant. You just sounding fucking stupid. I mean, saying everything else look like low res sewage. Come on, I'm not saying the graphics on Ninja Gaiden 3 are like, oh man, fall out your chair, just astonishing. But they are not bad either. They are not bad. Oh, and here's some food for thought. Yes, I completed the game. Yes. Yes, and I've played the multiplayer online and by myself. You know, like by myself on trial missions. But yeah, to say the graphics look like low res sewage, that's just saying. I mean, Ninja Gaiden graphics are 4.0. Seriously, a 4.0. Come on now, it's fucking stupid. Sound 5.5. The voice acting is rough, but the ridiculous metal tunes are super fun to fight to. Okay, now the voice acting is not perfect, but it's not bad either. It works. It's pretty good. You know, it was never. It wasn't really nothing like, oh man, this guy sounds kind of cheesy. If I haven't done my research on it yet, but it sounds like the man who does the voice of Hayabusa does the same voice for Chris. You know, from Resident Evil, you know, 5 to, you know, I don't know. But yeah, 2.5 for gameplay. When you can tell what's happening, fighting is easy, repetitive, and dull. I can always tell what's happening. Keep in mind, no offense to people who wear glasses, but this Mitch Dyer bitch, he wears glasses. So, of course, his eyesight is probably all out of the loop. Fighting, you know, look, he says fighting is easy. I've been playing Ninja Gaiden since the beginning, since Nintendo. Yes, I know that's not the same style of play, but ever since it was redone on Xbox One, up to now, I mean, it's easy for me because I've been doing it for so long. Repetitive, wouldn't necessarily say so. Not complete repetitive, no. And dull, I never got dull with it. Getting frustrated with that game, you know, it can make you feel like, oh man, this is the lasting appeal 2.0. He says one weapon, no character progression, and pointless multiplayer leave little reason to return. Right there, he says pointless multiplayer. There's a fucking point to it, you dumb shit. One weapon, okay? Let me get to that. And no character progression. All right. Character progression, okay. There is character progression. This game touches bases on the side of Ryu Hayabusa we've never seen before. You know, it really does. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but yes, there are plot twists in the story, there's shockers, there's betrayals, all of that. You do see character progression, you really do. One weapon, okay, that's the thing. Yes, you have the dragon sword. You know, yes, it seems like the whole game you have swords. However, from what I read, they're coming out with a downloadable content weapon pack. So eventually, you know, they will have more weapons to it. But the way you use the sword, I love it. I love it. And who knows more about katanas than the Japanese anyway, you know? Okay. Oh yeah, and he says no pointless multiplayer leave little reason to return. Oh, I have a lot of reasons to return to multiplayer. It's fun. I like it. Unlockable to get the upgrade. Play with other people. Obviously, you know, it's cool. Okay. And he says at one point in the written segment of the review that it feels like Dynasty Warriors. Because you go in one area, fight a whole bunch of people. Then you go next area, fight a whole bunch of people. Okay, I'm not trying to rag on other titles, but let's take, it make you wonder if he had said that about Gears of War. You running, grub hole, locust, cover that hole, bring it, and then next thing you know, after the locust is going, you hear the doom, then you're walking. You just talking, you know, cold training, wherever, Jack, get that door, whatever. Next thing you know, locust, hold it down. After it's clear, go to the next area, more locust. It's like that with a lot of other games. And I'm not saying that's bad. What I'm saying is, he didn't or wouldn't complain about that with other titles, but he'd do it in this one. It's like he's purposely nitpicking. It's like he has some vendetta with this. Like he's pretty much bitching about it. Now this is the last part. I'm gonna wrap it up with this bitch ass guy. Then I'm gonna get to what y'all really want to see, what I think about it. Okay, this is the video review part. I'm gonna touch bases on some of the things he's saying in this, because you know it's just, let me rewind it a little bit.
In the case of Ninja Gaiden 3, everything that could have gone wrong did.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk about presentation.
Ninja Gaiden 3 aims to address the moral implications of killing through a more personal story. The problem is this story is gibberish. For you,
he says right there, the problem is this story is gibberish. How can you not follow or understand this story? That's two things, brother. You haven't been keeping up with the story, and if you haven't, what the fuck was you doing trying to review this anyway? Because you're gonna be lost. People kill me when they hop it. They never kept up with any series in the past, and they just hop into it. That's gonna take away from the fun, the depth, the you know, the feeling of, oh man, this character, oh, this is the daughter of this person, oh man, he can't. It takes away from that because you don't know what the fuck is going on. So many people I know, they just hopped into Bleach. I've seen every episode of Bleach, every 365 episodes of Bleach. I know people that just hopped into this or hopped into this episode, then they come back to me with questions or why this and that. I'm thinking, hey, if you would have watched it from the beginning, I can understand questions to something that a series has never explained. But when you have questions as to something that the series already tells you how to explain, that's your fault for not listening or getting into it from the jump. So him by saying the story is gibberish, it's a good fucking story. Like I said, keep in mind, I beat this game. I beat it. The campaign, the story was good. Alright, so here we go. What else does this motherfucker say?
his arm becomes infected by the blood of everyone he's ever killed or something, which gives him a weakness.
Look at that. He says arm becomes infected by the blood of everyone he killed or something. Or something. Now, let's see. I want to get the name right. That was called the grip of murder. The grip of murder. It was affected by the hatred and malice of those he slain. Not the blood. Right there. Here we go.
To live. Ninja Gaiden 3 could have been a dark and contemplative character study. You know, if the same sap didn't turn around and slaughter hundreds of men after every annoying cinematic. The writing is so poor that it's tough to follow what's happening and why.
He said the writing is so poor, it's tough to follow what's happening and why. People's ignorance and lack of fucking listening annoys me. How is it hard? Man, you know what? Leave, man, comment below if you've beaten this game or if you've gotten far and you understand what's going on. Let me know if you understand. Let me know if your cerebellum rotates and you can calculate this shit, because it ain't fucking rocket science. I'll bet this bitch motherfucker loves Mass Effect 3 and can follow that like it ain't nothing. If you ask me, Assassin's Creed and Mass Effect 3 titles like that, you really have to pay a fucking attention to follow that. Way more than it takes to follow Ninja Gaiden 3. And I'm not ragging on Ninja Gaiden 3 story, but Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed, especially Assassin's Creed, you better shut the fuck up and live. You know, you better, same thing with Metal Gear, you better listen, okay? You know, no other distractions. I mean, but this is not rocket science to follow. Shit.
And the awkward voice acting is so bad that the dramatic moments become comedy routines.
He says oh man, voice acting is so bad. He's alright, right here.
I will borrow your soul, Lord of the Dark Ninja.
Nah, right there. They show Ryu bolts in the grave, and he picks up a sword and says, "I will borrow your soul, Lord of the Dark Grave." I mean, you know, it's like, you know, wait a minute. Let's fully go back to that.
They're harmful to the rest of the Ninja Gaiden experience. It doesn't help that the dated visuals, frame rate stutter, and absent his memory go against Ninja Gaiden tradition.
This is my whole thing about it. This really shows that he didn't play the previous one, or, you know, pay attention. When Ninja Gaiden
The narrative, characters,
picked up, when Ryu Hayabusa picked up that sword.
I will borrow your soul, Lord of the Dark Ninja.
Yeah, he said, I'll borrow your soul, Lord of the Dark Ninja. Excuse me. I want to go back and get it right. Need to borrow your soul, Lord of the Dark Ninja. The sword he picked up was the sword from the rival of his rival clan, the Spider Clan. And right here, it's this blade. Right here, Blade of the Archfiend, right there. And that sword belongs to this guy, right here. If you pay fucking attention, the dragon sword into his arm. Now, he had a regular sword. Ayane gave it to him by Hayate. It was just a regular sword, just for substitute. That sword wasn't cutting, it was a regular sword. So, with that happening, it got to the point in the game where he needed more power. So he got that sword from that grave, from his old dead rival that he slain in the previous title, and needed that power. And you can see the increase of strength when you acquire that sword. It all makes sense.
The narrative, characters, using events here are actively harmful. They're harmful to the rest of the Ninja Gaiden experience. It doesn't help that the dated visuals, frame rate stutter, and absent dismemberment go against Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, yeah. Enough of this idiot. I can't take it. He said enough of the dated visuals, stutter frame rates. All in all, that guy's a joke. I'm going to tell you what I think about it and what it really is. I apologize for taking up too much time with that guy. But okay, Ninja Gaiden 3. You know what? I'm a big fan of it. I really am. I'm not a fanboy. Like I said, it's funny. This guy gave it a 3 out of 10. Other reviewers have given it mediocre scores. Some have given it low scores also. But what's funny, Xbox Magazine gave it 8 out of 10. So what does that tell you? Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I said, I don't know what to call this segment. Keep it real reviews or straight up reviews, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. Okay, here are the cons. I feel that 8 out of 10 is appropriate because of the fact that they took out the following things. They, yes, for now, like I said, they revealed that there will be downloadable weapons. From what I heard, free also. But yes, they took out the weapons. You only have the single sword. There is no shop. No shop at all. There's no menu. So with no shop, there's no inventory. With no shop, there's no inventory, which means you can't store potions, none of the special items to increase your maximum health bar, none of that stuff. They took away dismemberment. Now that one right there, you can take that with a grain of salt. You can take it how you want it to take away the dismemberment. Because I liking that they took that away. It's always satisfying to cut off limbs and heads, but like it was stated, they wanted to go with the more realistic feel. And I'm not saying cutting off limbs is not realistic, but like I said, who knows more about katanas than the Japanese? And zanpatos and katanas, eventually they did say when they cut, when they hit that bone, eventually you might have to put that extra, put it down like that. But it does give you that good feeling that you are doing some damage. There are some segments on there when you're doing combos, then they get, you gotta keep it, you just going, it does feel satisfying, it really does. Also, the, let's see, it is shorter than the previous Ninja Gaiden. Not by a lot, but just by a little, it is shorter, yes. Let's see, other cons. I've read that there was a lack of enemies, but I don't know. You have your assassins, you have your archers, your rocket launchers, You have the dogs. You have these muscular zombie guys who come back as rather like these vertigo-looking snakes with tentacle arms, or they come back as these big old demonic gorillas. You have the Easter Island head things. You keep shooting an arrow at it. Eventually, they turn into this this upright spider-looking creature with a scythe. What else? You have these other sharp little claw enemies that have these little pointy snouts, and they do these quick rolls, and eventually when they're on the ground, their back lights up and they run around and do a little kamikaze thing, and you know, they destroy themselves. The other ninjas, the Spider Clan, you fight them as well. The alchemy guys, man, I hate them. They have these pixelated alchemy barriers in front of them. You have to do a strong attack by pressing Y to break through them. They did add some new gameplay features to the story. Like, they add a lot of quick time cinematic events. There are a lot of segments when you are falling or you're ready to fall, you have to hold the two triggers. He has his two shurikens, he's signed on a wall, and the way you have to do it is they did their best to keep it real, where when your left arm is in that wall, you know, it's your left arm on the shuriken is holding on, you have to still hold it and then hit down. You go like that and let go of this, you know, it keeps it real like that. There are times when it can get a little bit like you have to think quick, because there's a guy here leaning over the edge, you have to hit B to throw a shuriken, and then you're thinking, man, which arm is he gonna throw the shuriken with, or can I hold both triggers and press B? You know, I have slipped up at one point and I failed because of that. And, you know, you can either fall to your death, or if you're quick enough as you're falling, you can, you know, hit him again, you know, do that again. There are times you have to climb on the rope also. You know, you have to go like this, and there will be other people there. You have to throw shurikens as well. That can throw you off a little bit. I've died because of that also. It's still challenging. The difficulty, it's not, it was turned down just a little bit, like I said, a little bit, because it's still challenging. It is. I have died plenty of times, especially by boss battles. There are reasons why you fight boss battles, you know, certain bosses numerous amount of times. I mean, you are going up against the organization called the LOA, which are Lords of Alchemy, and they have a big ass army. They have pretty much unlimited budget, and you go all around the world, of course. I love the area. It's diverse how you go around the world. I know this ain't the only game you go around the world, but it's refreshing because you have this. You're right, Ryu Hayabusa. You have this urban ninja kind of feel. It's a continuation of the story. It's not a backstory. It's not a side story. It's a continuation. It focuses more on Ryu Hayabusa as a human, as his, you know, the way he has a conscience and how he's feeling kind of guilty, and he has this weight on his back because he's thinking to himself like, man, I have to kill to protect. But you know, there's this one part in the first mission where this guy, he's saying like, don't kill me, don't kill me. You have to take control of Ryu Hayabusa. You move up on the analog. He's slowly walking towards him. He was like, I have a family. I was just doing this to, you know, feed my family. I should have never taken this fucking job. Like, don't kill me, don't kill me. And you have to kill him, of course. And by doing that, you know, it's like, it makes you think like, man, it puts in a situation, man, maybe this guy's telling the truth. I'm explaining this how Ryu Hayabusa was probably feeling. Maybe this guy is only just trying to feed his family. He's not really messed up, but at the same time, you're still doing wrong. So it makes you think, does that justify your reasons for doing this? Like, you know, you're trying to feed your family, but you know, Ryu Hayabusa, he's trying to protect. So, you know, also, you will fight like this, like this thing. You will fight this thing a numerous amount of times, but like I said, when you understand where this thing comes from, like the organization it's a part of, it makes sense. And throughout the game, you end up taking them out easier and easier and easier. You really do. Because once you defeat it the first time, it's a no-brainer how to defeat it again. And it gets to the point one time, Ryu Hayabusa, he instantly cuts open the side where the back flap opens up, and you have to take out the core. And all the helicopters, it get to a point when he does the ninja glide, you instantly hit Y, just cut the bottom real hefty, and keep on going. You don't have to fight it. Or the big giant helicopter, which you will fight this thing, the Manta, right here. You will fight this thing. You know, it gets to the point where you don't have to fight it a numerous amount of times. Like you don't have to fight the whole thing a numerous amount of times. I mean, you just take out a wing, a turret on the wing, and keep it moving. Now, like I said, some people think, man, why they recycling enemies? But I can think of some other games where you fight a lot of the same enemies. I like Gears, Halo, you know, Mass Effect. But you have to understand why you are fighting these same kind of enemies. It's when you come from, when your enemies are some kind of plague or some kind of government or some kind of organization, they're gonna have massive amounts of numbers. I mean, the Locusts, they're their own race, you know? The Reapers, look what they do on Mass Effect. I mean, look at the Templars on Assassin's Creed. It's a whole bunch of them. So when you fight the LOA in America and all these other organizations, I mean, you go to London. Of course, London has their own military. You're going to fight a whole bunch of soldiers. Of course, America has their own military. You're going to fight a whole bunch of American soldiers. That's what it is. You think, oh, well, America only have one chopper, so that's all you're going to fight. They're going to send what they have at you. Yes, some say it's ignorant, like, whoa, this dude took out a chopper with a sword. They'll know not to send another one, but they might try to outnumber you. But okay, you can take out one, but how about two at the same time? It's segments like that. Throughout the game, you will do things like, you will do a lot of button sequences, a lot like there will be a lot of times when you get to an edge and you have to hit up and A and do the gliding thing. You will do that a lot, but it looks sweet and I like it. And ain't like I was getting tired of this shit because they implement that in different, like they made it work in different parts of the game, like in different areas. Like for example, be in the icy area of the world, and when you're doing that, you know, the ice pillars are falling and you have to hit the left trigger and left, and he does a spin, he keeps flying, do it to the right, he does a spin, flying. There's other times in the day shoot rockets and you gotta do it. So they implement it in different ways. Times you go back to the other time you go back to the village. That part I liked. You know, I like that they added in things. You know, you can see what they took out. They added in new things to supplement your or to make up for. Like when you go to the village, you know, you're walking around, you see other ninjas, you know, they're talking to you. Master, how your boss? It's good to see you again. You know, they're feeding chickens. This one lady in your clan, she upgrades your bow, you know, and that right there, you know, you get to test it out. You talk to your father again. You know, they touch bases on a lot of characters because there are a good amount of cutscenes. They explain why things are happening. They explain the connections between all these characters. They really do. If you pay attention to cutscenes, they explain who is who, why this is happening. And I mean, it all made sense. And this is the most cinematic and most adventurous Ninja Gaiden because the way how they dig deep into the story and the cutscenes, and you feel the connections between the other characters. It makes it feel like, oh, this is a good story. It doesn't just make you feel like it's a mindless action game. And people say, oh, you just keep mashing the button, keep mashing the button. Look, when you're dealing with Ninja Gaiden 3, or Ninja Gaiden game, period, where this is a very cheating, aggressive, fake ass AI that pisses you off. It keeps you on the move still, and you have to do combos. A is to jump, B is to throw the ninja stars, X is to swing, you know, medium, light swing, and Y is the heavy swing. And I remember doing the review, he was saying him having his arm like that is just an excuse to I think it said it gets in the way, or it's an excuse to slow down the action, because it comes to a time when, as you're killing so many enemies, his arm, it becomes overwhelmed with just so much pain and anguish and everything, physical and emotional. You know, he's limping. You know, he's walking slow, and the gameplay does slow down. You know, you limping, you can still attack. You know, and that is just a result of it. You know, reaching up to his arm, because as you can see, you know, throughout the game, it gets further. I mean, I'm sorry for this sport. Alright, we filming? Yeah. Sorry about that, battery cut off. But yeah, I'm gonna hurry up and run this, you know, run this through. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, you know, this whole arm and the way that works, you know, it was explained and used in the game. But I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up. Multiplayer, real quick. I like how they put that in because that was something a lot of people, including me, was iffy about. Like, I don't know, but at the same time, it could be pretty good, and it is. In multiplayer, you do not play as any of the main characters. You are your own ninja. Yes, customization is limited. You have weapon, color, armor, and kanji. You know, kanji be simple as it's on your back. Experience points on the game, I mean through multiplayer, are through karma, and as you level up, you unlock more shurikens, more ninja stars, colors, armor pieces, and kanjis. I do like how you have a limited amount of shurikens and arrows. Yes, you can level up and they give you more, but they're still limited because people would like to spam ninja stars and spam arrows, so that's limited. The armor pieces you get are the pieces on the head, the greaves, and the gauntlet pieces. Maybe you unlock more, I don't know. But I noticed on the weapon slot there, I can't change nothing. It always shows, you know, the katana, zanpato. So I'm guessing, yes, when they come out with the weapons, you know, that's proof positive right there that it'll be mainly probably just for multiplayer. I'm hoping that it'll be for campaign also. I'm hoping. Tiny smidge of spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, you do fight the evil Hayabusa on there, and he has a couple of weapons from the past Ninja Gaidens. And yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. But yeah, you have clan battles, 4 on 4s with 8 ninjas total. At first I thought it was kind of confusing because you don't have a set color to your ninja. You still are using your own color, so you can have the same color as your enemy. And if someone on your team can, you know, someone throw you off, but from what I understand, the names at the top, like, all of your teammates, your names are over your head and you have the same color. So you and other 3, your names be blue. Your enemies, their names be red. You know, simple as that. You know, if you slowly move the analog and walk, you will turn into this stealthy mode like the Predator. You will cloak, and you can press Y to do a stealth kill if you come upon an opponent. If someone cuts through you, you know, like that, and they go, you can keep, if you're the one cutting, you can keep pressing X or Y and slice through them. If you're the one getting cut, you can hurry up and press it. If you press faster than your opponent, you can take your sword, knock the sword out of you. But you will be limping like that, and you can still swing. That pisses people off when you kill them like that. I've killed a couple of guys like that because they try to come up to you and finish you off. But as you're limping, bam, you just cut them, kill them like that. But yeah, it's I think it's a couple of maps. It's not a lot of maps to pick, you know, to play on. I think it's the village, some construction, foggy snow area, and this urban jungle military-ish looking kind of area. If I'm missing something, let me know. Also, the ninja trials. Those are fun. You have 3 stages of difficulties. Each stage of difficulty have their own set of trials. You know, it's a mixture of enemies, like a survival mode, as you will. But what makes this fun, you have a partner with you. You know, that is what makes it real fun. So you can play clan battles versus other people, or team up with one other person. It's only 2 in the trials and 4 on 4 in the multiplayer version. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought that was cool because me and other few guys, you know, we were playing that, and it was pretty cool. If your teammate is down, you can go over to him, press B, and revive them. And while you're reviving them for that little bit, you are invincible. So use that to your advantage. But if once you level up, you learn more combos, you know. And if you are at a high level and you know those combos, and you're a good player, and your partner is just as good as you, and he's at a high level, I mean, the strategies can be very good. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I know it's been going on for a while, but you know, I'm glad you just stuck through and watched this video, and I just have to, you know, just get that off my chest. First, you know, I was gonna let people know what I thought of this game anyway, but I have to add in what that idiot was talking about also, the IGN hire. But yes, I'm gonna close this out by saying, if you're a true gamer, do not let one person's opinion, you know, let you leave this game on the shelf. If you want to get this game and you've been keeping up with Ninja Gaiden series, or if you want a good action game, or if you're into ninjas or anything, and you want to pick this up and you're at this one review, maybe even 4 bad reviews, yeah, that's right, 4 bad reviews, but look at all the reviews. Do your research. All of this that stick to you. Xbox Magazine 8 out of 10, but this guy give it 3 out of 10. Come on now. So don't let someone's bad review second guess your judgment. Be your own self. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. And get this, because I picked it up. Point blank, I still got it. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck the bad reviews. I gave you a good rundown of what I think of it. I probably left out some things. I probably did. I'm not saying I'm the king reviewer, I'm the best reviewer or whatnot, but hey, this is just my thoughts about it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, they took some things out, but oh well, they made up for some other ones. But yeah, that's my whole thing on it. Like I said, if you're a true gamer, pick this up if you want it. Don't let that idiot, don't let them cloud your judgment. Don't let them second guess your taste in game. You know what you like. I know what I like. Fuck what he's talking about. So this is the Elite Ace. Thank you. Leave the comments below. Tell me what you thought of the video. Tell me what you think of that guy. Just tell me if I left anything out, if you beat it, or if you're far, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Let me know. I will be reading them and responding. So thank you for watching this video. This is the Elite Ace. I'm signing up.